Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Bender with Prairie Lakes Healthcare System and Public Information Officer on behalf of the Watertown Area Task Force. Today for our community briefing, we have Mayor Sarah Karen up first.
Good afternoon. Once again, our COVID numbers have gone up. We now have a total of 8 in Cottington County. The state went up to 187, which is 22 new cases and still 2 deaths. We've pulled together and learned new ways of life. I haven't been in a store for 3 weeks, and it's actually starting to feel kind of normal. As Governor Noem said, this COVID battle is likely to take a long time. We need to understand that. Outlets for healthy fun are crucially important for the mental health of our community, and I will fight to keep as many of these options open for people as I can, but we have to cooperate. Everyone needs to do their part. Don't venture out and go to stores if you don't have to. Don't linger when you do. You may start to see people wearing masks when you go places. Doctors might be wearing them. Don't be alarmed by this. They're doing that for your protection as well as their own. We want to keep all of our medical professionals as healthy as possible. They help keep people from touching the face and spreading the germs, so that's a good thing. I would also like to urge landlords to be flexible with renters who might be struggling financially. There will be a lot of people struggling. If you can waive late fees, negotiate lower rents just temporarily, or release students from leases, that will help a lot. Please do whatever you can to help. Today, I heard from a golfer who took his son to Cattail Crossings Municipal Golf Course. The golf pro had set everything up as to have minimal, if any, interaction with the public. The range balls were all set out by the staff on the driving range. The man and his son never had to touch any of the range balls at all. The cart had keys in it for them and had been freshly sanitized. They loaded up their clubs and were off, and for the next 2 hours, life was normal. The son was smiling and running to get his ball. For those couple of hours, he didn't worry about getting sick, and he didn't worry about his mom and dad getting sick at work. He was just a kid playing golf. At the end of their round, they unloaded the cart and parked it to be cleaned. They had no contact whatsoever with any other member of the public. Social distancing was very easy. Other than the sanitized cart, there was no need to touch anything. So you can see that being at the golf course can be done in compliance with the CDC guidelines. If we can keep the golf course open, we should. And I urge everyone who uses the golf course to please don't touch the flag on the pole. Don't touch anything that you don't have to, and we can keep this open. Let this inspire you to find new ways to feel close to your loved ones. We will get through this together. So stay home when you can, stay apart when you're out, and stay healthy. And now I would like to introduce Heather Tobin, the Clinical Coordinator for Human Service Agency.
Good afternoon. I'm here today to speak with you about the importance of kindness, empathy, and privacy during this difficult time. Public health emergencies are stressful. Fear and anxiety lead to social stigma. Stigma hurts everyone because it fuels and creates fear and anger towards other people. There are some ways you can use to practice stopping this stigma. A few of these ways include maintaining privacy and confidentiality, raise awareness without increasing fear, stick to the facts and share only accurate information, speak out against negative behaviors, be cautious with what you share, Continue to engage and provide support through telephone calls and video chats. Thank healthcare workers, first responders, and those who continue to work with the public to ensure our basic needs are being met. Anxiety is at an all-time high. Human beings like certainty, and we are living in uncertain times. A large part of anxiety is driven by things we should be able to control, and right now we can't. Many of us are worried. Many of us are scared. We may feel helpless about what will happen and what we can do to prevent things from happening in the future. It's important to note that we are not helpless, and there are things that we can do and things that we still can control. Separate what is in your control from what is not. Don't do what helps you feel a sense of safety and security. Get outside in nature, even if you're avoiding crowds. Challenge yourself to stay in the present. Be kind to others. We are all in this together. Practice empathy. Think about how you would feel before posting or saying something or spreading rumors. Take a beat, take a breath, stop and think before you post. Those who have tested positive or quarantine or are isolating need kindness and support, not harsh words and criticism. Spreading rumors and false information only makes the problem worse and creates more fear and anxiety for everybody. Remember to take care of yourself and keep washing your hands. If you or someone you love is struggling, services are available. You can contact 211 or the Human Service Agency at 605-886-0123. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mayor Karen and Heather, for talking. Are there any questions from the media today?
Question for Mayor Karen. This is Mike at KWAT.
Hi, Mike.
Hi. Mayor, in your opening comments this afternoon here, I heard you mention that you're hoping that landlords are forgiving to the renters who are struggling through this. I'm just curious, have you been hearing any stories from renters that spurred these comments? Are people concerned about losing the roof over their head during this?
I haven't personally heard this, but the city council is starting to talk about it. We know there have been some issues in the past, and we're looking at what we can do to help people, and just want everybody to be mindful that that's likely to happen if we're seeing people who are out of work for extended periods of time. They're going to be short on funds. So if we can extend a little bit of forgiveness, that will go a long way.
I know that you've got your council agenda posted for Monday night. I'm not sure if there's anything regarding this topic on the agenda, but do you know if that's something that the city would have the authority to do to essentially place some restrictions on what landlords can or can't do during these times?
I'm not aware of any. We're not thinking about doing anything, if that's what you're getting at. The question is the city maybe considering taking some action to prevent landlords from charging late fees or that sort of thing. That wasn't my intention at all. It was just try and point out that we're going to be seeing some hard times financially for people, and whatever landlords can do to help keep shelter for their renters, that would be great. Are there other questions? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us live today, and thank you to our media for asking their questions. The next community briefing